Okay, take a minute to see if you predicted the number of syllables correctly. Look at each of the words. Let's go on to number 10. Crater. The crater on the moon was caused by an asteroid. Crater. Well, this shouldn't be too bad, because we already know how to spell the word crate. Crate. If you have another space to make a crater, what do you think goes there? That's right, the letter R. Let's look at number 11. Create. I love to create art by drawing, painting, and gluing colored paper together. Create. Now, we've already used that cur, so we know that we write it with the CR. Now listen carefully. Create. Now, what if I told you there's a vowel and then the word ate is at the end of this word? Create. What letter would go in that blank? If you guess letter E, you're correct. Create. Number 12 is career. When I grow up, I hope to have a successful career as a teacher. Career. Now, this is another word with a hidden little word in it. What does it start with? K. That's right. Career. Now, the word car is at the beginning of the word career. How could I remember how to spell that then? Oh, I would love to have a successful career as a race car driver. Let's write that word car. Okay, now you've got two vowels and a consonant. Career. Well, you know it ends in an R. What two vowels could come together to say E? Use both of your E's and you'll find it. Career. Take a minute and discuss what career you would like to have when you're an adult. Career. Okay, let's go on. The next word is one you may not have heard a lot. Terrace. You may see a terrace in the fields to prevent erosion. Terrace. Terrace. A terrace is usually a man-made kind of a hill or a landmark that they use to keep the dirt from washing away when we have lots of rain or snow. Terrace. Well, the first letter in that word is pretty easy to figure out. Terrace. What if I gave you a hint? The word race is at the end of this word. And if you look at how we spelled racer, it's pretty easy to figure out that you just take away the R to spell race. Race. Terrace. Well, let's see. I've used my A and I've used an E. Which would make more sense for this other vowel, an E or a U? An E belongs here. Terrace. Good job. Now let's look at number 14. Retrace. If you lose your backpack, you should retrace your steps in order to find it. Retrace. Now, if we look at number 3, we use that word re. And how did we spell it? That's right. R-E. We also practice spelling the word trace. If you retrace something, you're tracing it again. How did we spell the word trace? It makes it pretty easy, doesn't it? We take what we know about the prefix RE, a prefix is something that comes before a base word, and add in the word trace. Retrace. Great job. Here's your challenge word. This one is going to use every single letter. Creature. Oh, we were afraid that there might be a creature lurking in the basement. Creature. Let's listen to that word creature. Cur. Well, this started the same way. Cur. Crate. Crater. Create. All started with what two letters? That's right, CR. Cur. Okay, boys and girls. So we've got creature. E. Do you hear E saying its name? So we know we have another vowel there. Creature. And another vowel. So let's think how we could use these. Creature. I think I heard the T sound there. Okay. Now, how do we get E to say its name? We have to have another vowel with it. So let's put the vowel A. Creature. Did you predict how to spell it on your own? If so, you did a great job. Now, we already looked at some of these syllables, but let's go through and look at the others. How about the word crater? Let's try that. Crater. 2 syllables. The next word is create. I wish Carolina could create a beautiful painting for me. Create. Ready? Create. Sounds like 2 syllables to me. What about career? Has Jose decided what career he will have when he grows up? Let's try it. Career. 2 again. The next one is terrace. The farmer built a terrace to protect his field. Terrace. Let's try that. Terrace. 2 again. Retrace. Jose's mother asked him to retrace their steps in the store to see if he could find where Adrian left the book. Retrace. Let's try that. Retrace. Absolutely. 2 syllables. Okay, our challenge word was creature. Let's see how many syllables we have there. Creature. 2 again. All of our words had either 1 or 2 syllables. Now I'm thinking about the words more and less. We have 1, 2, 3 words with 1 syllable, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 words with 2 syllables. Tell each other whether we have more words with 1 syllable or more words with 2 syllables. Now, talk about whether we have fewer words with 1 syllable or fewer words with 2 syllables. Now, boys and girls, you may have noticed a lot of these words end in ER. So let's think about it. Where can we find ER? Let's look. Racer. Someone who races is a racer. And someone who eats is an eater. One person might be cute, but someone else might be cuter. We have crater. I'm sorry, no, I said that wrong. Cater. Someone who If you provide food for something, you cater. Crater. Now, I'm not going to mark career because it's not pronounced Even though it's spelled the same, it doesn't sound the same. So let's go through and see how many ER words we have. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 ER words. Now, let's go through and let's practice your challenge words. Challenge word number 1 is cutest. My kitten was the cutest one at the fair. Cutest. I know I learned something about that word, cute. Here is cuter. Well, if I'm going to spell cute-est, let's start with the word cute. Cute-est. How do I spell that? St. You're right. S-T. Now let's look at number 2. Very interesting word, terrarium. A terrarium is an enclosed place that has a small habitat. So you might say, my terrarium has insects, plants, and a small turtle. Terrarium. Okay, let's try this out. We have T, T, E, E, T, E, Tur, air, A-R, terrare, E, So there's 2 vowels here, and it ends in an M. How do you think they put those last 2 vowels together in terrarium? Well, I can hear What letter says We know it's a vowel. U says Terrare, E. You know, even though it says E, in this case that vowel is an I. Terrarium. Last one is number 3. Creation. Carolina's creation in art was absolutely beautiful. Creation. Now, we know how to spell create, so let's look at the beginning to know how to get started. Now, shun. Think of other words that end in shun. Before we've spelled motion, and we've spelled lotion. Before we may have talked about emotion. How do you spell? There's a consonant, vowel, in. Shun. When you hear that combination of letters, it's T-I-O-N. So let's go through, and I want you to figure out how many syllables is in the word cutest, terrarium, and creation. Write the number syllables behind it. When you're finished with that, I want you to look at each of your words, reread them, and circle any little words that you might find inside them. If you finish with that and still have time, I want you to practice putting these words into sentences. See if you can use any of these words in a sentence on the back of your paper.